today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Derek Carr and the New Orleans Saints.
The Santa Ana wind so prevalent this time of year. They rolled through and they left us with bright, clear skies here in Los Angeles, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one in the NFC, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Stafford. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll run for the first time here with Kyron Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know. and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And right side, they're going to go option here. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Stafford. A quick pass to Kupp. Touchdown, Rams! Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
Carr now on 1st down. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Thomas will come in motion right. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. As they've got it as we resume action. Throwing his car on 3rd down. That is caught. Down to the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 76 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
A point after, good by Groupie. And we are tied at 7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Throwing is Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Stafford to his number 1 guy, Kupp, for a Los Angeles first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. To throw is Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Incomplete. He was looking for Kyron Williams out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Stafford. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To the air again, Stafford. Now a battle for the football, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. 2-2 Atwell with an acrobatic catch. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Marr now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. following the touchdown. Here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. On first down, Carr. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Carr. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 25 yards that time. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. 2nd and 10. Now Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 43. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Carr to throw again. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. The Rams got a nice throwback performance from their veteran quarterback, Matthew Stafford. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. one-touchdown ball game. 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Carr to throw. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now Carr. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down LA.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. Just a gain of a couple there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Going for the deep ball. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Tutu Atwell. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Skirts by him at the 35. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
Here is 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Carr. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd down. Carr to throw. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave from 8 yards out. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Groupie able to add the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams, 39 yards. And the Rams have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Marr on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So time for Carr and the Saints. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:15 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Here's Carr. Pass complete. Thomas. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now second down and a few inches. Throwing his Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, my goodness. He had his tight end running free down the middle. I think maybe if you don't try to go for the home run ball and just kind of get it to him, just put it on him, this play will work out. But he led him too much, and that's a tough incompletion to handle.
Now Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
But you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Two timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. This is 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's first down. To throw, it's Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So the LA Rams with a victory here. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.